Alternating series, video 4. In video 4, we're going to talk about the strangeness of infinity. Here's the alternating harmonic series. In a later video, we'll show that the exact value is ln of 2. The strangeness of infinity, we're going to use all these terms, but rearranged, and find that through a clever manipulation, a clever rearrangement, those terms will sum to a different value. Let's get going. All right, so the alternating harmonic series has a limit of ln of 2. If you approach that limit through partial sums and put a 1/2 on the partial sums, you can then say 1/2 of the alternating harmonic is 1/2 of its limit. Good enough. Here's the alternating harmonic series with the first few terms written out, equaling its limit. From the previous slide, multiply everything by 1/2. 1 times a half times a half, a third times a half, so on and so forth. Left-hand side, right-hand side, ln of 2 times a half. Easy enough. Introduce a new sequence, Bn. Define Bn to be 0 for every odd index. For every even index, let it be half of an, and note that the even number is written out as 2n, and we're taking half of a sub n, not a sub 2n. In other words, we can look at this left-hand side of the previous line and interject a 0 between each successive term and come up with the series defined by Bn's. Adding in 0 on the previous line is not going to affect the right-hand side, so the sum of the Bn's is ln of 2 over 2. Remember that an is denoting the sequence associated with the alternating harmonic, which limits to ln of 2. And the Bn's we just introduced has a limit as a series as ln of 2 over 2. 1 plus a half is 3/2. On the other hand, if we go term by term on the left-hand sides, term by term, left-hand sides for the an, term by term, left-hand sides for the series defined by Bn's, we'd have 1 plus 0. Negative a half plus a half goes to 0. A third plus 0 is 1/3. Negative a fourth plus negative 1/4 is negative 1/2. A fifth plus 0 is a fifth. Negative a sixth plus 1/6 cancels out. A seventh plus 0 is a seventh. Next term is negative 1/8 plus negative 1/8 is negative 1/4. Collecting those together, 1, negative 1/2, 1/3, negative 1/4, 1/5. We can see that we're using the terms in the alternating harmonic, but rearranged, and that sum produces the value 3/2 of ln of 2, despite that those terms rearranged in their original order produced ln of 2. The strangeness of infinity. Or this is an example of how conditional convergence is really conditional. Excellent.